Hi. Hi, baby. Alright guys, I may not be very good at this, but here goes nothing. I am here today to do an update on the rabbits and the chickens, just everything outside, just to let you guys know how they're doing. This past week, I believe it was Friday, my rabbits had, they kindled. I had 2 does that kindled. I actually had 3 does that kindled. And one of their litters, it was a first-time mom, and the whole litter died. And it was 8 babies. It was her first litter. She had a really good litter. They were all really nice sized babies, but they got too cold because she didn't pull fur and they all died. But this is Jemima. She's one of my new does. And she's a New Zealand. She's a black New Zealand. She had 7 babies. They're all in here. She had 7 babies, and they're all under a heat lamp because they got too cold. So I've got them under a heat lamp. She pulled plenty of fur. She's a good mama. She's a real good mama. She's just not very friendly at times. So I'll go show you the other rabbits. It slipped my mind. And Juju's acting crazy now. What you doing up there, Juju? What you doing up there? Anyway, let's go show you these other bunnies. This is Mama Maddie. She's my biggest rabbit here on the farm. She weighs about 11 pounds. So she's a very big, she's a New Zealand Flemish cross. But I've noticed that we do rabbits for meat. And I've noticed that despite the Flemish in her, all of the offspring that she produces have always tasted very high quality. They have very high quality meat. So let's go ahead and check on these babies. Looks like they're doing good. Not as big as I'd like them to be, but they're doing good. I don't really pay attention to colors. I know some people do, but I tend to get a lot of broken from this doe. The broken is like a color like her. It's that spotted. And this is my new buck. He's a nice little like tan color, but again, I don't really pay attention to this. Now the new mom that I have, she's actually that broken doe over there. It's her baby. It's her grown-up baby. So this is Penny. She is that doe's baby. And she looks like she's gonna be just about as big as Mama Maddie is. But I'm not for sure. Her dad was a Flemish and her mom was a New Zealand. No, her dad was a New Zealand and her mom was a New Zealand. New Zealand half Flemish. This is one of the chickens we hatched out. He's very friendly. He's a little silky mix. Anyway, back to rabbits. So her dad was a New Zealand. His name was Midnight, and he was black, like that little black doe Jemima I showed you earlier. He was a big black New Zealand, and her mom is half Flemish, half New Zealand. For the most part, I have New Zealand Californian mixes, and that's typically the breeds I'd like to stay with because those are best known for meat. We're actually getting ready to retire this doe. Her name's Ivory. She looks exactly like the other one, Mama Maddie. But we're getting ready to retire her. I've bred her 3 times in the past 4 months, and she hasn't had a litter any time at all. So she's infertile at this point, and we need to retire her and just go ahead and move on to a new doe. I'm not sure if you guys were told, but we recently increased our flock by 60 birds. We originally started out with an ornamental flock, and this was when we first started the farm. We weren't focusing too much on production, but now that we're doing this as a business, we are focusing more on production, and we need more producing birds. The geese are going crazy. when we got these new 60 birds, the people we got them from were focused on production. So most of them are Isa Browns, which lay a very high number of eggs per year. But most of our flock, as you can see, they are Isa Browns. We originally had 3 Muscovy ducks and 1 Khaki Campbell. And then we recently added 9 more Khaki Campbells. They're actually a Khaki Campbell Mallard cross. And so we got 3 beautiful males out of that. Over here. 3 pretty boys. We had 1 more, but we ate him for Christmas. I know, but since Lucy raised these ducks, their habits are affected by her habits. So she lays seasonally, just like any other goose. And our ducks have started to lay seasonally too, which is not that good. We want them to start laying like normal ducks should. But we need to raise their protein, and hopefully we can get a gander in with one of the other geese so we can start raising our own little baby geese. Now we're going to check for eggs because I haven't checked in a while, and we need to get some eggs. And it looks like we've got an egg eater. That's not good. We've been removing egg eaters from our flock, but the flock that we got recently, those 60 birds, they had a couple egg eaters in with them. And we aren't able to remove them all because we can't always... It's very hard to catch these egg eaters in the act because we're not always at home to catch them. So we have 3 places for them to lay, or 4 if you want to count the old pig shelter. We have this shelter over here. This is the old pig shelter. If you've seen our previous videos, that's where Chancho, Nacho, Harry, and Lloyd were. But we processed those pigs and we actually raised them over in this area over here. But we moved the shelter from here to here and use it for our chickens now. That's where the geese lay. This is the rollaway that we just recently got. They can lay back there too. And for the most part, our hens like to lay in the nesting box they originally had, which is this one. And looks like we got a bunch more eggs. I did recently acquire a incubator that I hope to be using on some goose eggs. We don't have a gander right now, but as soon as we do get one, I will start incubating goose eggs. Now hopefully we'll get up to about 15 geese. That's my goal. I would love to have more goose eggs. I found tons of recipes, and we typically sell them before we can eat them ourselves. Let's just get under this last hen. Pretty sure she has 1 egg. There we go. Tell me what y'all think about the rabbits. We are going to be selling rabbit meat here in a couple of weeks. We process at 12 weeks old, and I will be showing you my rabbit processing setup. I got it actually from another YouTuber. I'm sure we could link that video somewhere. And I actually use his way of processing too. So we'll be processing a rabbit here soon. It's that doe that we're going to retire. And after that, we'll process the 12 babies that I have once they reach about 12 to 15 weeks old. And I hope that their processing weight is going to be around 3 to 4 pounds, but that's a really high hope. So we'll see how it goes.
I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update on our finished product with the Asphalt. Let you guys see what it looks like. We're going to take on a little tour throughout our entire property. But first, I want to take you over to the barn. So let's go take a look over here. So I'm going to show you from behind me what it looks like. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in here because we have my son from Florida who came up for my daughter's birthday. We are celebrating that this weekend, and so we got everyone parked in here, including my mother-in-law's car, 3 of our vehicles. We do have 3 vehicles now because we have driving children, or children of driving age. So here we go. Here is what's behind me. Now we hopefully down the road would like to take and enclose this entire area because we want to use it as a working space. It can be used as a working space right now, but our hope, our intention is to take this bay right here that I'm standing in here and this bay right here. You guys can see that behind me. Hopefully that will eventually be a living space. We'll see. That's a lot of money, but that's our hope. That's our vision. That's our dream for this place, along with having all these extra bays here to do parking our vehicles, processing animals, as my husband talked about before. And yeah, you name it, we can use it for whatever our heart's desire. As you can see right here behind me, this entire area, this entire wall is a retention wall that we talked about. It's finished off, waterproofed, so we're good to go with that. They backfilled all the dirt. I think you guys saw kind of a half-finished product. I apologize if the wind is catching our microphone. I'll try and block it the best I can. It's a windy day today. Right here behind me, they backfilled all of that. And now we will take you on a run.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete. I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can ruin my day, no matter what anyone does or say. I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. Cause I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. I'm strolling down the street with all of my favorite songs on repeat. I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way, and I don't care if you spill coffee on me or if the sky is gray or blue. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. Cause I know what it's like to be broke, yeah. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way.
So let us know in the comments below if this is something that you found helpful, insightful, something that you might be thinking about for your own property. We found that this has been a really great help for cutting down on the dirt that's already coming in, you know, that was coming into our home, because as you can see, I'm gonna scroll or not pan around behind me, you can see all the clay we have there and all the clay we have down here. We're just surrounded by it. It made for a dirtier home. We're always battling that. So this is going to be great for cutting down on that, and I'm excited about it. But yeah, let us know in the comments below if this is something that you plan to use for your own property. So we will catch you guys next time, okay? See you later. The different, you know, I'm gonna start over because I wasn't even looking at the camera, looking at myself on the thing. And take 3 because it takes probably 3 times to do this the right way.